All right,
Coach, how's it
guys.
going?
How's it going?
Good. How are you, Coach?
Doing well.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started with. Oh, 1 second, Coach. Destin Adams.
Hi, Coach. Thanks for doing this.
Oh.
With Eric Fisher sidelined currently and most likely at least a couple of weeks during the regular season, who are some names that are sticking out to you so far through minicamp that could possibly fill that void at left tackle early?
Right. We brought in, Chris did a good job of giving us some depth. I think that's one thing that's one of our strengths now that we have going into training camp is depth at the O-line position, especially at the tackle position with Sam Tevy, Julian Davenport, Will Holden, those guys that have experience. That's going to help us, and then we'll let them go and compete. Obviously, Sam has the most experience, being a starter the last 2 years, so he's going to have the opportunity to win that spot. But from what we saw in film, we believe in him.
Michael Terrazas.
DeMichael Harris showed promise in 2020. Where is he at in his development, and can he be a guy for you guys to where you say, I have to get the ball in this guy's hands right here?
Yes. He did show promise last year. He did some very good things, had his moments. We saw a lot from him from training camp, watching him develop throughout the season, and then making some plays throughout the season when he got his opportunities. He does bring a different element to the game for us, and it's going to be a big training camp for him to go out there, continue to produce, show us what he can do, and see how he can help us as an offense.
Lawrence Owens.
Hello, thank you for doing this again. When it comes to the skill positions, I was curious how you felt about the diversity in the physical attributes and skill sets at those, and how important is that to you when it comes to game planning, drawing up plays and stuff?
I think that's very important as far as just being multiple as an offense, that you're going to have the quick twitch guys that can make plays when you just get the ball in their hands, or you have the guys that have the long speed, the Paris, the TYs, those guys that can stretch the field and make plays down the field. You got the Pittman. He's one of those actually big, strong, get him the ball. He's great after the catch. He's physical at the top of the route, so he does good things. And then obviously our backs. They're all explosive and fast and have different elements to their game. And then even if you talk about just the three guys in our tight end room, and not just three. Obviously we got a full group, but you're talking about Mo Alley Cox, Jack Doyle, Colin Granson that we just drafted. Obviously, all three of them bring just different things to the table. And so it just opens up our offense just to make it tougher on defense to be multiple using their skill sets.
All right. Cody Felger.
Hey, Marcus, thanks for doing this. I had a question about Paris Campbell. So had some unfortunate injuries so far in his career, but we saw a little glimpse at the beginning of the season of what he can do in this offense. So my question is, if he can stay healthy, what do you imagine his role will be in this offense in 2021?
Well, I'm hoping it's a big role because he's an explosive player. He's he's strong, he's fast. He can he's going to create big plays. So I'm looking forward to it. He's had a great offseason. He's been out here throwing with Carson, running routes, and we're opening up the route tree for him. He's doing stuff from the slot, from the outside. He could be a big part of our offense and really stretch the field and create explosive plays, which we need in our offense.
Evan Sattery.
Marcus, thanks for doing this. Just how do you feel Carson has implemented the playbook so far? I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but how do you feel he's adjusted so far?
I thought he's done great. Some of it is similar to what he done in Philly, being with Frank prior. It's really just the different terminology that we use here that he had to get adjusted to. And then it's really just, trying to fit some of the things that we do with what his strengths are and what he likes. And then some things that as an offense that we do that we know we've created that foundation that we like, that we have to get him up to speed. And I think that blend has gone very well over the few weeks.
Jeremy Swopes.
Hey, thanks for your time, Coach. I guess I just wanted to ask you, coming from your background in the Canadian Football League and moving on to the Indianapolis Colts and climbing the ladder as a coach, what does it mean to you to have this opportunity to be an offensive coordinator with this team?
Well, it means a lot. As far as just my story is, going up to Canada to continue pursuing my career both as a player and then eventually as a coach. And then getting the opportunity down here in the NFL, knowing that was one of my longtime goals. Obviously, it's just I'm excited about it. I'm proud of what I accomplished, much more for me to accomplish ahead. But I also use it as for others to, hopefully I can inspire others that they, whenever they face any struggles, like, it's not going to go always as planned. It's like, just got to work hard. Your time will come, and I just got to keep working.
Elliot Detton Singh.
Hi, Coach. Thanks for this. In terms of the running back room, it's quite a busy room. How do you see, especially Marlon Mack's role going forward with him being brought back and also mixing in, still getting Jonathan Taylor touches and also Naheem and Wilkins? Well,
it's good to have all those weapons. I mean, they all could do great things with the ball in their hands, and we're doing a good job as a staff of using them all. Obviously, Jonathan is going to have a lead role. Marlon's working his way back in from injury. But, I mean, obviously he's been great for us as well. Prior to the injury, Naheem brings, another element. And then Jordan as well. I mean, you're talking about 4 very good backs that bring 4 different things. And, it's going to be tough as coaches, but at the same time, it's a good problem to have because they're all skilled. They're all going to perform well. So we're just looking forward to what they bring.
All right, Stephen Burton.
Hey, Coach. Thanks again for taking time. I'm just curious, with your experience coming in the CFL and kind of the known nature of it to be so wide open, how does that kind of affect your philosophy offensively? And how does that kind of match up with Coach Reich with what he wants to do?
Well, part of it is just looking at, we did a good job this offseason amongst the entire staff. Is there other concepts or schemes that we want to add to our offense? Does it fit our offense? Does it fit the players that we have? And yes, there's some things that I've done in the past in Canada that actually have been done down here in the NFL. So we're trying to blend some of that and see if it fits us, try it out these last 2 weeks, or try some of it in training camp, see if we can open up our offense a little bit.
All right, and then we'll finish here with Rashad McGinnis.
How you doing, Marcus? Obviously, you and Frank watched a ton of tape on Carson before the decision to bring him in. But what has been the most impressive thing you've noticed about him now that you've gotten a chance to see him up close?
Up close, I mean, just how big and strong and athletic he is. He's a big man, but he moves very well. I'm excited about that. You see it on film that he's able to break tackles, extend plays, which is, it's a change from Phillip, who's a different, right? He's straight pocket passer, get the ball out of his hands. Carson just brings another element of being able to extend plays. And so looking forward to that. And I've thought he's done a great job, just leadership, amongst the players, both on and off the field. I think it's been a great offseason. Looking forward to training camp and continue, working with him.
All right, Coach Brady, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.